Hello guys, it's now Masters. Today we're going to talk about KD and why I think it's stupid to believe that it defines your worth. This is especially important to those who tie their worth to their KD and thinking that they're bad in online games. So make sure you watch the video until the end because there are important things to learn about. Anyways, let's dive in today's video. To those who don't know what KD is, KD stands for kill-death ratio. It measures a player's performance by dividing the number of kills by the number of deaths. A higher KD indicates better performance, while a lower KD suggests a high number of deaths. KD is used to evaluate a player's skill level, strategy, and overall gaming ability. There is a long explanation for this, but you'll have to look it up for yourself since this video isn't about what KD is. Anyways, here are 3 points of why KD is meaningless. Number 1. KD can be misleading. Most of the time, a player's KD can lie. For example, if player A has high KD and gets defeated by player B several times because player A played so bad, then player A wasn't truly as skilled as other people thought. Why? Because player A could have gotten a high KD from camping, playing defensively, or getting backup from other teammates. Players who do these things can easily get free KD and create the illusion that they're mistakenly labeled as a pro without looking deeper. A player could have more kills and still be a noob if they're directly challenged. However, you don't see it as much because some players with high KD can dodge any 1v1 requests and challenges that threatens their ego and status. These players are called farmers. However, when it comes to a skilled player with low KD, they're instantly judged as a noob because of their KD without looking through their gameplay. It's easy to judge a player's skill based on their KD rather than their gameplay or 1v1 clips. Most players can be lazy to do a research to judge a player's skill accurately. They constantly underestimate players all over this stat that has nothing to do with skill. You can't even tell people to stop focusing on their KD because they tied their entire worth or skills to this stat. If they view their KD as it solely means to be good, they will apply the same logic to everybody else, unless they think that this doesn't apply to everyone except themselves. So, if you notice people talking to you like garbage because of your low KD despite your great performance, that's your loss. If they ever don't consider knowing you deeply before judging your skill, it's their problem if they are later proven wrong. Don't take their opinions seriously. Number 2. Losing KD doesn't mean you're bad at the game. There are other reasons why you might lose KD. It could be because of bad days, being unlucky, being inactive for too long, or facing someone who is clearly more skilled than you. There are other reasons of why this happens rather than skill issue. Even if that were the case, you don't need to increase your KD in order to feel you're skilled again. For example, if you notice that you're starting to play differently, thinking more strategically, surviving longer in gunfights, and dying less during training sessions, it means you're gradually improving, even if your low KD is still obvious. Your status does not restrict you from making a comeback. Unfortunately, some people think that losing KD, that the person is permanently a noob for having bad days, obviously, even if it's valid. Having bad days is what makes you human. It shows that you can't always perform your best for whatever reason you're having. So, if people call you a noob just for being a human that can't always perform their best 24/7, they're just being inconsiderate, and again, it's their problem. Why should it be your problem if they don't want to listen? Just a reminder to yourself that you tried your best and trying to have fun. Number 3, and this is the final point I'm gonna say. Most people don't care about your stats. You could have like 6.00 KD and still be treated the same way as the old you back when your KD was bad. Why? Because people are here to play video games for fun and chill, not for stats. They don't care if you got better or not. What most people care about is if you're respectful, empathetic, chill, lighthearted, or funny for those that value humor. You're underestimating how people treat you based on who you are as a person. You think that people are only interested based on how many kills you can pull off in a video game that rarely attracts attention. While this is the case in some people, KD isn't everything to make friends. Try to ask yourself this question. Are there people who like me for who I am rather than for what I have? If the answer is yes, then there you have it. People only care about hanging out with you. If the answer is no, don't worry. Finding the right people takes a lot of time and it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Real friends will support you and hang out with you without this meaningless stat. KD serves no purpose except gives you a short-term satisfaction until you realize that it's no longer rewarding. This stat is so meaningless, it's not even worth setting it as a life goal, unless you decide to make it like one anyway. If you still see KD as something important to you, then go ahead and focus on increasing your KD if that makes you happy. There's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you want. It's just that KD can be meaningless in my opinion according to my points I've mentioned. That's the end of this video, and I hope some of my points were really life-changing. I worked hard to make this video and explain everything what I needed to say. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a like, and if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel to get notified for more videos, and it's free. If you don't want to, that's valid. Do whatever you want and continue watching other people's content. Have a good day, evening, or night, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Bye bye.